In this video, I'm going to talk about developer kit to building your own agent. For this video, I'm going to focus on how to use Microsoft Agent SDK to create our own agent. Divided into three categories. First topic, we talk about what is Microsoft Agent SDK. Second, how to create Echo Agent using Microsoft Agent SDK. Third part, we talk about how to use Microsoft Semantic Kernel in Microsoft Agent SDK. Let's begin. Microsoft 365 Agents SDK. This SDK has released Microsoft Ignite and this SDK in public preview. We'll understand what is this Microsoft 365 agent and what as a developer we can do with these agents. Let's start. The Microsoft 365 Agent SDK make it easy to build smart agents for platforms like Microsoft 365, Teams, Copilot Studio and web chat. And it also works with the tools like Facebook Messenger, Slack, some other third-party application. This SDK gives developer everything they need to create agents that manage user interaction, handle request, create a response, and work with other agents. These are the four pillars of Microsoft 365 Agent SDK. First one is the user experience, second, knowledge and actions, third, orchestration, fourth, agent intelligence. First, we'll talk about this user experience. This layer represents where the agents interact with the users. Example, supported platform, Microsoft 365, Copilot, Teams, web chat, Messenger, Slack, and other third-party applications. It focuses providing seamless user interface and experience in this user experience layer. Second, knowledge and actions. This layer interact with Microsoft Graph, Fabric, SharePoint, Bing, Azure AI Search, API plugins, Azure functions. It enables agent to retrieve the information, interact with data, and perform meaningful actions. Third layer is orchestration. So this layer acts as a coordination hub, I would say. So it ensures that agent handle tasks efficiently and integrated actions, response, and decision-making process moves smoothly with the help of semantic kernel, some other supported SDKs. Finally, we'll talk about agent intelligence. This is a foundation service for Microsoft 365 Agent SDK. Copilot Studio Agents enables you build, test, and deploy agents with advanced capabilities. This Azure AI Foundry Agents provides a foundation model, AI tools, infrastructures, and services for deploying intelligent agents. And finally, BOI models. It's offer flexibility to use custom AI models or integrated third-party agents. Let's talk about the connections. There are two ways we can do the connection. One for extended exiting agents with the skills. Copilot Studios allows non-developers to create agents with the specific capabilities. Now developer can extend the functionality of those agents by adding custom skills using Microsoft 365 Agents SDK. Skills allow the agent to delegate tasks to other agent functionality, creating a modular and scalable approach to agent development. Second, connect to a Copilot Studio agent from code. Developer can programmatically connect to a Copilot Studio agent using the Microsoft 365 Agent SDK. Over 1,000 pre-built connector within the Copilot Studio ecosystem. We can access it through the code. All functionality built into the Copilot Studio agent, making it easy to integrate it into the custom application. Finally, Microsoft 365 agent is a backbone for integrating and extending Copilot Studio agents. With the help of semantic kernel, we can create the orchestration capability to the agent, and using the Azure AI Foundry, we can ensure the scalability and the deployment of advanced AI features. So let's move on to our next slide. This SDK is the ability to publish agents on various platforms, making them accessible to more users and boosting engagement. These are the supported platform: Microsoft 365 Copilot, Microsoft Teams, custom web application, SMS, email, plus additional messaging channels. The evaluation of Microsoft Bot Framework. The Agent SDK is the next step after Bot Framework. Bot Framework was used to create bots focused on topic, dialogue, and messages based on the NLP system, but things now has changed. Conversational AI is powered by Gen AI using knowledge from across the organization while managing actions through conversation. The Agent SDK is built for this new way of working. It helps developers to create smart conversational agents, manage conversation, connect AI service, and even integrate it with the third-party agents. If you want to build a modern, powerful AI agents, the Agent SDK is tool for us. This topic we talk about the Microsoft Bot Framework Composer. The Bot Framework Composer made it easier to build bots with simple UI. Now with the Agent SDK, developer can use modern tools to build agents using their favorite technologies. So if you prefer working with the user interface, Copilot Studio is the way to go. Lets you create agents that can connect with code first agents and grow with added skills using Agent SDK. And Bot Framework Emulator also has been updated to work on Windows and Linux. We can use it to test with the bot in our local PCs. So these are the overview of the Microsoft 365 Agent SDK. In upcoming videos, we talk about more about in this topic. To use this template, you have to install the NuGet package. I did not create a separate Visual Studio project template. Instead, I used the latest or advanced concept, created Visual Studio project template as a NuGet package. So if you go to the NuGet website, you can search this one, Azure AI Community Microsoft Agent Echo Agent. So if you find it, you can copy this command, go to the terminal, whether you use the terminal window or developer community prompt, whatever it is, you can just execute this command. So here I copied and execute this command. So this package get installed in my PC. The next step, you have to open Visual Studio. In case if you open Visual Studio and execute this command, you have to restart the Visual Studio to see the changes. So I just start the Visual Studio. If you go to the create new project window, you can see the version Microsoft Agent Echo template, and this is a preview version only. So maybe in future I add more features in case if Microsoft has released the separate template for Microsoft Agent SDK, so we can use that one. But at the moment I used my community package, and again is a preview version. You can still filter this template also, that also possible. The all project template, if you click this one, you can choose agent option. If you see if you select, then this particular project will be visible for you. So click this one and click the next button, and here you have to provide the agent name, your project name. So here project name I change it as a hello agent. So I keep like this, hello agents, and click next button. And this project template based on the .NET Framework 9.0. So if you want to use this template, you have to stick on .NET 9.0 and the above version. So click to create, and project has been created. So here you can see all the supporting files, program.cs, and here we start our agent application. To test this project, you have to use emulator, Bot Framework emulator. Later, maybe Microsoft release an updated version of this one. At the moment, you can still use Microsoft Bot emulator to execute this program. First, I will start the application. So first we'll start, and then we see the output. And here you can see our application running localhost 3978 port and Microsoft Agents Copilot SDK sample Azure AI Community. This is a default message we sent. And if you go to the bots folder, Echo Agent Bot, here you can see the member added and the message activity. So here I just, whatever user send this information, I just echo this information. If new member added, here I just display hello and welcome. Okay, let's test this application using Bot Framework emulator. Use this one. First you have to install the Bot Framework emulator. Make sure you installed in your PC to test this one, and go to this Bot Explorer and use the create new bot configuration. So here you have to configure your bot information. Bot name, here I use Echo Agent, and the endpoint URL. So the endpoint URL, localhost 3978. So HTTP, or you just paste like this, and the endpoint API/messages. That's it. So we are not using any app ID and app password. Let it be there, empty. Save and connect. I just saved. So once we connected hello and welcome, this function get triggered and we send hello and welcome message. And here, hi agent. So I just send a message, hi agent, and this echo get triggered and the same information sent to the user. So this is a simple example how to use Echo Agent. To focus on how to use semantic kernel in Microsoft Agent SDK. Long back, I have created one video series tutorial to talk about Microsoft semantic kernel plus Microsoft Bot Framework. The same concept, I'm going to use it here. So semantic kernel, we are going to use Microsoft Agent SDK. To create the project, the same step you have to follow how I created the Echo Agent template. The same step you have to follow to create this semantic kernel video also. In Visual Studio, I have created a new project called the Master Agent, the project name called Echo Agent. In the Echo Agent, first step, you have to make sure you have installed the Microsoft semantic kernel NuGet package. So here I have installed the Microsoft semantic kernel package, and in this application I'm going to use the agent concept. So this agent I already explained about how to use multi-agent system Microsoft semantic kernel. There I explained how to use Max teacher agent, English teacher agent, and the principal agent. So the same code base I moved to here in this project. So here I have created the folder called agent, and the master agent, as I mentioned, I used the 3 agent here, and remaining concept, everything same. Here I have added a new function called the run. The run, we are going to pass the user answer to this function. So this function first initiate the agent, next trigger the agent to get the answer. And here I have created the interface called iMasterAgent. This interface I pass to my bot. So if you go to the Echo Bot agent, here I pass to the interface. This interface contains only one function that is called run. So the run, we have to pass the user question and answer to here. So once answer get agent executed, we get the result. In this result, I just send back to the user. So here we pass the user question, and the result we just send back to the user. This is a basic step. So here I hardcode the question. So the message factory.text, I send the question, what is 2 plus 5? So the user has to answer this question. Once the answer received, I pass this information to our agent. Based on the question, like here is a max question, the max agent handle this question, and finally the result back to the bot. So we get the result and we just print it. This is a basic step, and the main step what you have to do in the program.cs file. As I mentioned in the previously, bot framework and semantic kernel, we have to create all the steps. That means we have to create the class object to access the semantic kernel APIs. We have to pass and everything. Here, the Microsoft Agent SDK has default option to call the kernel object. So here you can see service.add kernel. So this add kernel create the kernel builder, and the services we have to specify what type of service we are going to use, whether Azure OpenAI service or OpenAI service, whatever it is, that service you have to provide. In this example, I used Azure OpenAI chat completion, and you have to pass the required parameter. What is your deployment and endpoint API key, you have to pass it. And here I created the object for my agent. So this master agent, while creating the EchoBot, the agent interface pass it here, and we calling this on message activity async, and this information passed to the agent. So this is a simple example how to use Microsoft semantic kernel in Microsoft Agent SDK. Let's run this application. Start the application. Application has started, and go to the emulator, restart the conversation. Hello and welcome. This is a first message which we configured in this add member async function. Hello and welcome. And the next we send the question to the user, what is 2 plus 5? So this time I make it 7, proper answer. And this result passed to the Microsoft semantic kernel, and we get the answer here. So the max feature has evaluated the user mathematical answer marked as passed because they correctly evaluated. So some other information is printing. So this is a clear. Our agent SDK call the semantic kernel agent and process the information. Restart the conversation, and this time I sent an answer is 10. So make it false. How agent behave, we can see it here. And this time we get the evaluation and a result is fail. So this is a simple example how to use Microsoft semantic kernel in Microsoft Agent SDK. In upcoming videos, we talk about more about in this topic.